Oh, it looks like we're live. Hey everyone, I'm Katie Ferrara, and I'm going to start this stream off with an original song. This is called Secret Garden. If I showed you who I am, would you hold me by the hand and believe me? If I told you all my secrets, would you keep them safe and relieve me? These notions I bleed and I set them free. I cannot speak my secret garden, you know how to find me. Jail or refuge, tell me what you see. My secret garden, you always find me. Healing wounds and breaking, we're breaking boundaries. We're breaking boundaries. Here exposed, I'm fragile like a rose. Can you see me? All these layers to unfold. I'm standing here all alone. Can you feel me? These notions I bleed and they set them free. I cannot breathe. My secret garden, you know how to find me. Jail or refuge, tell me what you see. My secret garden, you always find me. Healing wounds and breaking free. We're breaking boundaries. We're breaking boundaries. My higher self, where is my future self? Well, it's time to let it go and drift through the unknown. Well, it's time to let it go. Let the petals fall to the ground. Well, it's time to let it go. And I'll stand here on my own. Well, it's time to let it go. I can see through it all. My secret garden, you know how to find me. Jail or refuge, tell me what you see. My secret garden, you always find me. Healing wounds and breaking, we're breaking boundaries. So come on and find me, find me. We're breaking boundaries. Find me, find me. We're breaking boundaries. Find me, find me, find me. So come on and find me. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Brad.
Get some applause. Some real applause.
Yeah.
How's it going?
I'm good. I'm very, very hot. It's like 98 degrees in Los Angeles.
Yeah. Long Beach, I think, hit over 100, which is, I think, broke a record yesterday. What's going on, man?
I know. What's going on with this weather? It's supposed to be fall.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So just to start off the live stream event, I want to introduce myself. I'm Brad with QSC, and I'm so happy to have here with me Katie Ferrara from Los Angeles, singer-songwriter, super talented, amazing vocalist and songwriter. Katie, if you don't mind, start off by just giving us a little backstory about yourself and about your musical journey.
Yeah, so I'm local to Los Angeles, and I've been playing music over a long time. I started when I was in college, actually. I mean, I guess I'm not one of those virtuosos who've been playing music since they're like 3 years old. I started, well, for a musician, I guess a little late, but in the course of my career, I have been playing a long time, so over 10 years. Starting college, and my first record I recorded in England, in London, and came back to Los Angeles and then just kept doing music here. And yeah, I've got tons of stuff on Spotify. Um, I've done a lot of busking in LA. That's kind of on my website if you check me out. That's a little bit how I started really grinding and getting into music. And yeah, now I'm working on an album and recording remotely because we're all at home and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of like me in a nutshell.
Yeah. So I didn't know that you spent time in England and recorded your first record there. Did you busk over there too? Because I know that's another place where that's kind of a thing over there, right?
Yeah, well actually I saw people busking when I was over there, but I didn't actually do it myself until I came back here. But yeah, when I graduated college in 2010, I was like, well, I kind of just want to try living abroad because I have dual nationality. So my mom's from England, and so I can live over there if I want to. So
That's cool. Very
yeah,
cool.
I was like, I'm just gonna get a one-way ticket and go, and then that's kind of how I fell into music. I was like in a guitar shop. I was in this place called Wunjo Guitars on Denmark Street, and it's in London. And I was playing a Yamaha guitar, and then I met a producer over there, and yeah, we just started working together and recording. And I was working at Starbucks at the time. It was kind of funny because I'm like, okay, I'm in the UK, but I'm working for Starbucks.
Now, did you
Yeah.
work at Starbucks in the U.S. and so you had like that like training already, so it was easy to get a job, or?
No, I like never worked at Starbucks before. It was funny, and like I was laughing because the menu was so British. It was like cheese and Marmite panini. I'm like, what is that? It's not even British. Like panino, the
Yeah.
Italian sandwich with Marmite in it. I'm like, ooh, that was the
Right.
one menu option I remember. I'm like, what is this?
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, man, I can imagine. So when you were in the music store in London, did someone hear you singing, or was it like how did that happen? Because your voice is so. I just love the sound of it. So
Ah.
so I could see someone hearing you sing and just being like, "Oh my gosh, we need to make a record or something," you know.
Yeah, that was kind of what happened. I was just like humming to myself and playing, and yeah, and then my friend at the time he heard me sing, and he was like, "Oh, I really like your voice." And so yeah, we started working together, and yeah, that's kind of I met musicians. I meet musicians like that in LA too. Like I'll
Yeah.
just be like in Guitar Center, and someone will come up to me or I'll come up to them, and I'm like, hey, that sounds cool. That's how we meet each other, right?
Yeah, that's very
Yeah.
cool. Awesome. All right, so if you don't mind, I'd love to hear another song, and then I want to talk gear with you a little bit.
Yeah, that sounds
Awesome.
good. Cool. Well, thanks, Brad. I'm playing like tons of these are like new songs that I've written this year that I mentioned that I'm recording on an album. And this next song, I guess is kind of controversial. I mean, it's it's a protest. It's a patriotic protest song. And that's what my co-writer likes to call it. My co-writer Bob Briscoe. Um, it's called "Please Come Back to Me," and I thought I'd play it because it's election time, and we just had the presidential debates. So I just thought I'd play it because it kind of reflects, well, patriotism, but also like reflecting the times and how history kind of repeats itself. Because I think being American is fighting for freedom, and that's essentially what we're doing right now with all the movements that are happening. We are ultimately being American. So yeah, this is called Please Come Back to Me. And also, one more thing. I like to add, the first few lyrics are kind of inspired by, like, I teach in the daytime, so kind of inspired by just, what I observe, like, every day in classrooms, what the kids are learning in school. So, anyway. And this is the acoustic version. Pledge allegiance to Old Glory, musty classroom every morning. Pigtails, braces, awkward ages, black and white letters pressed into flat pages. Narratives crafted by our fathers, skip the harsh details that don't matter. History's told by those who win, erasing traces of original sin. In the land of the free is where I wanna be. Won't you please, please, please come back to me. In the land of the free is where I wanna be. Won't you please, please, please come back to me. Lincoln's top hat in a glass case, freedom won at a snail's pace. Dressed in denim and I'm all grown up, what I believed. I'm all torn up, red, white and blue, so unglued. Dr. King, where are you? Marches and riots, picket signs, there's so many voices in my mind. 'Cause in the land of the free is where I wanna be. Won't you please, please, please come back to me. In the land of the free is where I wanna be. Won't you please, please, please come back, please come back to me. Today I sing for my sisters, sing for my faith, sing for my love, sing for today. I sing for my sisters, sing for my faith, sing for my love, sing for today. I sing for my sisters, sing for my faith, sing for my love, sing for today. Woody Guthrie strumming his song, all of the Kennedys are singing along. 50 years later and nothing has changed. The sound of police and the American dream. When social media fans the flames and everybody looks for who to blame. Deja vu, history renewed, blood spills, street lights reveal the truth. 'Cause in the land of the free, it's where I wanna be. Won't you please, please, please come back to me. In the land of the free, it's where I wanna be. Won't you please, please, please come back, please come back to me. So please come back, please come back to me. Please come back, please come back to me. Thank Thank you.
What a great song.
Thank
Man,
you.
I like that one.
Thank you.
Yeah, so what's been going on like gig wise and stuff? Like what have you been up to? Any have things been kind of coming back a little bit for you? Are you playing more or less or the same?
Um, well, I guess kind of like the song "Please Come Back to Me." You just can remind me of that. Um, well, I feel like my gigs are slowly coming back. I have a regular gig that I play at a resort. It's called the Monarch Beach Resort, and that's usually on Sundays. I just picked up a mall gig. Um, so yeah, a lot of it's coming back, but definitely not as much as before. I think things will definitely change after November once we know more about the election and also more about the virus too. I think a lot of people they are opening up their businesses, but they're still taking precautions. So yeah, I'm kind of on standby. I'm up for anything though. So if anybody needs live music, let me know. I'm ready to play.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So as you know, I've been doing little driveway events for our neighborhoods, for our neighborhood, and Katie came and played with me, and it was great. And I feel like that sort of kind of a private outdoor situation is wonderful for for a small group of people. So any of you musicians out there, or if you're local and you're thinking, oh man, we should get Katie to come to our neighborhood and play on the driveway, we have a great time doing that. And I feel like those kind of gigs are doable, and they're worthwhile in a lot of ways because you get to meet everyone and stuff like that. Yeah, have you done any other types of private gigs like that?
Yeah, I did like it was a wedding actually. The wedding that I did was um where is it? In Seal Beach over the summer. And it was a lot smaller than, a traditional wedding. There were like 20 people there. And it was in the courtyard of a coffee shop. And it was outdoors. That was really nice. And then I was doing like these concerts in the park. I kind of set that up in August. I just went to Echo Park and I played covers for people, and it was a lot of fun. I liked that there's like community there. Kind of like the concerts that you're putting on in your own neighborhood. I like just meeting people, and yeah, it's I think nowadays we have to be creative about how we play, because
Right.
there's definitely a need for community right now.
Yeah.
And I think music is really important in bringing people together. Like, I sometimes tell myself as a musician, I'm like, okay, well, there's like all these greater issues out there that deserve attention, but I also feel like, um, you know, music is still valuable to people because it brings their spirits up. And it really brings people together because, especially with social distancing, people maybe they socialize with their friends at work, and then if you get laid off from work, like who you gonna talk to, or with family too, or I don't know, in a way, like I almost feel like people with music and these private concerts or outdoor concerts or impromptu concerts, it kind of you know breaks the ice a little bit and gets
Right.
people to just talk to each other, because that's what we really need right now, is just
Right.
people communicating.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your busking gig or your busking system, because I think that's really interesting to a lot of people. I get a lot of questions about running my speakers off of a battery and how long does it last and does it work and stuff like that. Do you mind kind of sharing your system?
Yeah, definitely. So, I've been posting a lot of videos on YouTube actually, using the K 8.2 speakers. I just posted a couple covers up. One was Over the Rainbow, and one was a cover of Casey Musgraves. It was Silver Lining, and I filmed
They're
that one in Echo Park. Yeah.
they're great. They sound really good. Those
Thank you.
you did a great job on those.
Thank you. Yeah, I
Yeah.
edited those myself. My
Oh,
friend Louis had filmed those, so he usually films my videos. But yeah, those videos. The sound was all powered with a Jackery portable battery, and I have a 500-watt one that I got off of Amazon. And actually, it was recommended by you, Brad. So I have to thank you for that.
I didn't really know it was really going to work, but I thought it would. So I'm glad it does.
Yeah. No, it's great. Like I can live off the grid with it. If I really wanted to get out of LA, I could just, I could power a grill with it if I wanted to. I get excited about this stuff. I'm like, oh, like what else can I power with it? I could power like a hair dryer and my cell phone, my laptop. But anyway, yeah, this battery is super powerful. You could power 2 QSC speakers with them. They're great. And that's pretty much how I go busking and set up anywhere. Yeah, and I have my pedal board as well. So I have the speakers, and then if I want effects and things like that, I plug in my pedal board. And then if I want more than one person, I'll bring, a mixing board. I've got the Touch Mix, and I think the last broadcast that I did for QSC was with Charles
Right.
McDonald.
That was
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, so I used the Touch Mix for that, and that was pretty cool. I really like it because you can save like presets. You can save, what is it, a scene?
Scene, yeah.
Yeah, you can save scenes. So like, let's say Charles comes over again and we want to do another broadcast. I'm like, well, I don't have to do my sound because Charles already saved it. There we go.
I love it. So
Yeah.
have you experimented enough to know about how long how long does it take to recharge, and how long can you go on your battery?
So to recharge the battery, it takes about 6 to 8 hours, and then the battery lasts, I mean, they say it lasts for, I don't know, 10 hours or 12 hours. I mean, it could last longer. It just depends on, how much volume you're using, how much power you're actually using. I mean, so usually if I play for 3 hours with that battery, I'll use maybe like 30 or 40% of it. So
Wow.
yeah, so it lasts a long time. I could do like 2 or 3 gigs without charging that battery.
Yeah, and your speakers are they're up just regular volume, and you're playing your songs, and they'll go easily on the one battery. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I like the setup a lot. I like being portable because it just gives me a lot more freedom about where I set up, and more people want to book me because I'm flexible.
Yeah, right.
Set up anywhere.
It'd be great too for like wedding ceremonies out on the beach, or people want to be like out in nature a lot of times, and
yeah,
you can as long as you can carry it there, you're good, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Hey, so maybe one more song and then we'll chat a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll play one more song.
Awesome.
I want to say hello to some people in the
Oh
audience
yeah,
too.
let's do it.
So, if I'm looking like off to the side, it's because my screen. I have 2 monitors, so if I'm not looking directly at you, it means I'm just looking at my monitor. So I'm trying to look at my phone and then look at the monitor. Just FYI, you guys. So Dan's here. Hi, Dan. And we've got Joe Famous is here. We've got Lee's here, and Kevin, and Justin. I recognize all these people. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate you guys being here.
Super awesome.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna play one more song. I'm trying to think what people want to hear, because I got like Katie favorites. I'm gonna play a song I haven't played in a while. This is called Superman, and this is about a man named Christopher Dennis, and he used to dress up as Superman on Hollywood Boulevard, and he passed away last year in November. And I read this news story, and I was kind of like, I don't even know the guy, and I just felt really sad. I was like, man, I don't know why. It hit me, but it made me think about just about like everybody's important, you know? I don't just because like people may seem okay on the outside, like he dressed up as, you know, Superman. Superman's unstoppable. Nothing can break him, but it's like he was suffering a lot, this guy. And I just feel like I wanted to write a song that kind of questioned that. Like, okay, people may look okay on the outside, but, you know, on the inside, we don't know. So everyone deserves love. That's basically it. So here we go. Oh, oh, oh. 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 2 decades on the Walk of Fame's pink terrazzo stars. Superman chases bad guys in a padded suit of armor. A hero to children, he poses for a photo, carrying the weight of the world all upon his shoulders. Some may say he was one amongst the stars. But what makes him that different from one of us? Flying at the speed of light, headed towards the clouds, riding on rays of gold as he's far above the ground. And just like you and me, there's a man behind the martyr. Even Superman needs saving in the hands of one another as the sun begins to set over Hollywood Boulevard. Oh, oh, oh. Hollywood Boulevard. Oh, oh, oh. 52 years old, he'd been found in the valley, homeless, lying headfirst in a metal bin of clothing. A sidewalk star broken from his kryptonite. Had he only found some warmth in the middle of the night? But some may say he was on his way back home. The sun is his strength, he is remembered in its glow. Flying at the speed of light, headed towards the clouds, riding on rays of gold as he's far above the ground. And just like you and me, there's a man behind the martyr. Even Superman needs saving. Now you know he's just a memoir as the sun begins to set over Hollywood Boulevard. Oh, oh, oh. Hollywood Boulevard. Oh, oh, oh. Hollywood Boulevard. Hollywood Boulevard. Hollywood Boulevard. Thank you.
What a beautiful song.
Thank you. Thanks, Brad.
Love that one. So I just posted a link to your website, katieferrara.com. So everyone visit katieferrara.com to learn all about what Katie's doing. Right?
Yes, I like to post everything there.
Yeah, and social media at Katie Ferrara Music, right?
On Facebook and Instagram, yes.
Facebook and Instagram. And then you also are doing some other stuff, right?
Yes. So I've got Periscope, twitch.tv/Katie Ferrara. I do still do Twitch, although I do it a little bit less. But I am on Twitch, and if you want to follow me, that's at Katie Ferrara Music. And
Do you have a regular Twitch schedule or Periscope schedule?
yeah, usually Tuesdays. Tuesdays I like to do. They're like tarot cards. I like to explain their meaning, and then I'll play some music or I'll catch up with people, and then
And that's on Periscope, right?
that's on Periscope. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so tell me about that, because I'm still a little curious as to I haven't seen it because I don't use Periscope, but maybe I should just check it out anyway. But kind of how did you, I guess, get interested in that and learn about it and stuff? And
Yeah. So my friend Sarah, she gave me like a coloring book. It's a tarot card coloring book. And I had it laying around. And then when the quarantine started, I was like, "Oh, this seems like a fun thing to learn about." And so like there's descriptions of like what each card means, and then you have to like color in the colors. They're based on the Rider-Waite deck, which is a deck that was created like in the early 1900s, and it's called the standard deck for the cards. But I got interested in it just because I got a tarot reading from my friend, and
yeah,
I was like, oh, what is this? I wanted to learn more about it, so I just thought it would be cool to like learn about it and stream it and kind of demystify, what they are, because I think a lot of people have a misconception about them. They're like, oh, it's evil, or
yeah,
what is that? And I'm like, okay, I kind of want to, just actually learn about it because I didn't know anything about it.
yeah.
And yeah, they're really interesting. They explain a lot about human psychology. There's the psychologist Carl Jung. Like Carl Jung, he mentions in his work, some of the major arcana, which is, if you're not familiar with that, it's a collection of 22 cards out of the deck. They relate to part of human psychology. So there's like archetypes. I don't know if you're like curious about dreams and things like that.
I don't know anything about it, probably like you a while ago, but
Yeah.
it sounds like there's a standard deck, like a deck of cards. And
Yeah.
how many are there in a
So
deck?
actually, in the tarot deck, I think there's 76. Hold on.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, I need to look it up. But it's divided into the major and minor arcana. The major arcana is those 22 cards that I was telling you. And then
Yeah.
the minor arcana is basically our modern day deck. So if you ever, you play poker, you play like any sort of card game, those are based off of the minor arcana in a tarot deck. And
Interesting.
yeah, so tarot was created in the Renaissance. It was created in the 1491, I think, or end of the 1400s, and it was made in Italy. And it was just a game played by the aristocracy. They called it the tarocchi in Italy.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just for like, aristocrats. They would just play it for fun. And
Right.
it then evolved into our modern day deck. But, over time, there's this French guy, I forgot his name, but like in the late 1700s, he was saying, oh, there's, a mystical significance to these cards. Like they're actually, there's like, information that was hidden in the cards in the tarot deck. And so that's kind of where
How it evolved.
Yeah, how it evolved. So
That's
yeah,
neat. That's neat.
History of it is really, really interesting.
That's really neat. So
Yeah.
if you're interested in tarot cards, because now I kind of am, I got to get Periscope and check you out on Tuesdays.
Yeah, Tuesday nights. I usually do
Yeah.
it at 8 p.m.
Cool. And then Twitch, do you have a regular Twitch time or day?
I'm gonna go back on Twitch. I'm upgrading my equipment for Twitch because you need like, a good enough system to stream on there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get like a new computer soon. So as soon as I do that, I'm gonna be doing more Twitch streams. But
Cool.
Yeah, I'll let you know when that is.
Awesome. That sounds great. All right, I think we're kind of out of time, but thank you so much for singing and hanging out with us. It's been great.
Yeah, this has been really awesome. Thank you for having me back, Brad, and thank you everyone for watching and listening. And yeah, I hope to hang out soon again.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a great evening.
All right, you too.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye bye.